What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Greg in Time. What are we doing today? Well, we got our floor somewhat done. We got an official door up here, which is nice. We got those skylights going. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We don't have slabs, or what are they called, strips, in the way for the bushes. So we're gonna need that. So why don't we preemptively grab our saw, chisel and saw. Wait, where is the chisel? It should be in here. Where did I put it? Why would I put it in here? That's a bad thing. And then I think this is the one we want. Let's see. Make those, and then we need a chisel. What's up, Dave? What's up, Stualek? Michael Stokes, howdy, howdy. What will I be doing today? More steam machines? Yeah, something along those lines. I don't really need many of these. Well, I might need a few more than this. But it is crazy that only 4 items gets me a whole stack of strips. 4 items goes a long way. Alright, so then we will do, I think, just 1 on each, because I'm not going to do the work to do all of them. Whoa, there's like a visual glitch. That's new. Huh. Oh no, visual. Wait, it's not over here? But then it shows up over here. You guys see that? What is going on? Okay, oh, and it's gone? Wait, no, it's not gone. Whoa, that's so weird. The little black lines are like really fuzzy. I don't know if that's coming across super well, but it's very apparent on my screen. Like the lines are fuzzy and not bold. Whereas like over here, they're like bold lines and they're not fuzzy. And then over here, they're super fuzzy. You know, I wonder, does it have something to do with... No? I don't know what's going on. Huh. I want to write the timestamp down. Maybe Cadis knows something. Okay. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Shouldn't actually impact our project here. Chat's not on the screen. Ah, thank you. And yeah, as to your question, Jacob, the 2.8 is on the dailies, is what it's called. So you have to be signed into GitHub to download them from the GTNH website. And I have a link to the dailies somewhere in the description of this video. All right, let me get Caster Labs fired up here. Get chat going. Might need to do some more mining today. Though we did a bit, but we're gonna need, you know, hundreds of stacks of bronze or something. So having like even 10 stacks is nothing. This glitch is weird. Now the other thing I could do for these is I could make them like little tunnels. you know, and put like vertical things going on, but like do panels almost. I don't know if that really makes sense here. Oops, what am I doing? Not that. Okay, did I get all these properly? Looks like all those are good. Okay, and look at how much water we have. Already about 100 buckets. Nice. Nice. Let's chop down our slime trees here. Got a lot of slime going on. Slime. But we are still gonna need... Didn't I determine we needed sticky resin? No, that was just for the thing. We already built that. That was for the water tank, which we already made. I think slime should be good now. And we're gonna have the extractor soon. Connected to another leaf type? Why are you not falling apart? Oh, there we go. Is there still one more block up in here somewhere? There is. There we go. "31 slammy saplings." Get rid of these trees. They're just in the way. What was that? Oh, I guess it was the sound of the chestnuts breaking. I've had chestnuts, so I don't really need to hold on to them. Alright, let's at least do a grid, make my life a little easier. Sweet. How much do we got? 13 gelatinous. I can eat one. Yum. And then 49 congealed, which the extractor will turn into the green slime balls. For now, we're putting all that in there. And then an apple. Okay. Cool. So, back to whatever it is we're doing over here. Let's think about this a bit. Why don't we... We've got bronze. We need more bronze. Like a lot more bronze. So that's copper. Tin. That's the correct ratio there. But what we really need is more steam. So the Railcraft boiler is kind of early on our list here. Low pressure boiler tank. What do these cost us? Iron casings, and the firebox is bronze, bricks, bunch of iron. That's it. And casings are just plates hammered together. So really, this is not too bad. Oh, by the way, I got ESM. So So I need to learn how to use that. Recent sounds. Where is it? Fizz? That's the one. How do I... Perfect. Is that all it takes? Oh, that's so nice. All right, I'm a fan of that. Hey, Super Hagrids. The house is looking a little bit nicer. I still need to figure out this wall. There's a lot we need to figure out, but it's at least something. We just gathered that recently. We probably need to keep feeding cows and stuff. Go grab some of that. And I'll probably start the YouTube episode soon here. We're just kind of getting some busy work done. What's up, Agriel? Welcome, welcome. How did you get out? Unacceptable. Did you jump over your brethren? I bet you did. Somehow. Somehow. We'll increase the size of the wall. Planting the slime trees in 2x2s? That could be interesting. Didn't know that was a thing. Oh yeah, we've got our smeltery now. We can make a bronze pickaxe. We should do that. All right, 1 second. Let's grab a couple bronze. Does bronze alloy with anything though? No. Perfect. Throw those in there. Start recording here. Hello everyone, Gregtech here, and welcome back to our Gregtech New Horizons series. In this episode, we're going to be doing all sorts of stuff, because we got the smeltery up and running, and so what I'm doing right now is melting down some bronze so we can make bronze tools. And then, now that we've got our alloy smelter running, we can make bronze in there, though it's a little painful. It's still easier to make the bronze dust, I think, because this thing just uses so much steam. And we don't really have good steam production yet. So we're going to be following the quest book, I think, for a little bit here. We've already got a lot of this stuff done. I probably should look at the peripherals a bit more. I'm literally doing this one right now. We kind of went through all these, I feel like. And there's not too much more crazy stuff. Copper chests are not cheap, so I'm not going to be worrying about those right now. Rare ores? Sure, I'll get a free quartzite. Oh, there's a whole redstone quest here that we should probably do. Another fuel source, lignite coal. Ligma coal. Oh, we could get our first ore berries, which require low light, which is kind of annoying, but that's an option. Malachite. I need the yellow limonite for that, I guess. Okay, we just have to go into certain textures. All right, wait, which one did we just finish? Oh well. So anyway, in the steam age here, we're gonna be moving forwards towards pistons, which then can get us compressors. And the compressor's super handy. It allows you to make blocks out of things. Specifically, we're gonna be making blocks out of charcoal. And we'll also want to be making, what are the other main ones? I guess, does it do bricks? I think it, yeah, it does regular bricks, which I think we need that recipe. Yeah, otherwise we have to do it this way. It can also do, oh, I guess it's the extractor I'm thinking of, to get the slime blocks to turn into slime. And then this one we want a lot. The forge hammer allows us to make plates at a ratio of 3 ingots to 2 plates. Right now we're doing 4 ingots to 2 plates. So it's a huge savings. So the forge hammer is going to be running a lot. And then it'll work us towards other things as well, like the macerator, making glass. So yeah, for now, we're going to look at red alloy ingot. I believe the easiest way to do it here is just alloy smelting. Forget if we can do this one in the Tinker's smeltery. I don't think we can. So we just alloy smelt copper with redstone. That's super chill. How much redstone do we have? I might need to go mine some redstone. In fact, I know we need to go mine some redstone. We used pretty much all of it. Yeah. Okay, well, I think that's the next task. Let's make our bronze tools first, and then we'll do that. And then we're gonna need some bronze ingots to carry around as repairing, and no longer need iron. So now that we have the ability to do that, we'll grab the shovel head. I guess we'll grab the sword blade. Looking at bronze as a material compared to iron. Bronze is 285, 1.25 handle modifier, mining speed 6.5, level 4 redstone, and iron 0.2, slightly faster. Bronze also has reinforced 1, but so does iron. Okay, so that's the same. What about brass? Oh, brass isn't even a material. We couldn't use it if we wanted to. Copper as a material just kind of sucks. You'd be better off using iron anyway. So we will go ahead and put in, not that, but the shovel head, and then we gotta select the bronze to be on the bottom. Oh, I know what we can do. I think it's the slime crystal. That's what I was thinking of. We can make the slime crystal in the compressor, or the alloy smelter, I guess. Both work. But I have to make a mold first, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I need steel for that, yeah. So anyway, we need the slimy mud, which is just grout, dirt, and slime balls. And slime balls, I guess we're not making yet. For slime balls, we need the extractor. Dang. Okay, so until we make a steam extractor, we can't do this. But the slime crystals, the reason I care about them is they have a handle modifier of 2.0, which is better, as far as I'm aware, than any other handle modifier I can get right now. Even steel doesn't have a handle modifier like that. So we get a lot more durability by using slime crystal handles. That's the idea there. Ooh, let's sleep way up on the ledge here. Whoever designed the Healing Axe quest is a horrible human being. No, it's not that bad. Wait, did I not? Oh, I did make it. Okay. And then sword blade. Go. Wait, do I not have the pickaxe? Oh, I don't. We need to make all sorts of new stuff here. Okay, so cobblestone. We need to make a pickaxe head pattern. And then we also want an axe head pattern. Boom. And then we put that back. Or no, we put it back there. And then over here, we need to actually put those pieces in and cast the brass around it. So there's the pickaxe head, and then we need the axe head. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really cool system. As much as it's a little finicky, it's really cool to do manually. I find things like this are a lot more annoying when you need to automate them, but they are cool to do manually. Okay, so axe head, bronze. So there's that, and then we want pickaxe head, bloop. The slimy attribute will randomly spawn slimes. Oh. Do I remember that being an issue? I don't remember that. Anyway, that gets us a quest. Ta-da! I'll take it. And now we just head over to our tool station. I guess we need to repair that guy and also our sword. But now we can just replace things. So that goes from... it's the same attack damage, but it has more durability. This guy goes... Look at that durability, though. That goes way up. The 785. Okay, someone... I'm really confused. Someone said on their bronze pickaxe they were able to get a mining level of 5, which I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense to me. They said a diamond increased it, but we have a diamond on ours, and it's still a mining level of 3, which means it'll only get up to a mining level of 4 when the mining XP levels up. So I'm a little confused about that. Alright, our axe can go up a lot in durability. And the shovel goes up a lot. Look at that durability boost. It's beautiful. Oh, it was 2.7. Okay, well that explains why I've been feeling like I'm going crazy with that. Because in my head, it did something more. Okay. As far as I understood in the old version, it didn't matter if you had gotten boosted mining yet or not. It would work either way. Even in the old one, I thought. Quartzite ore, I guess, can go up here. What else are we doing? Put away the blocks. And yeah, I'm going to pause the recording and we're going to go mine some redstone. Alright, recording is paused. Do I have torches? Yes. Put all that away, put that away. What is going on with my food here? Why do I have eggplant out? There we go. Okay, and I'll eat that next chance I get. Put away that. My backpacks are empty. Oh wait, I want that crafting station, right? Yeah, that's for repairs. There's one that picks you up and moves you around, the slime. Jeez, I don't really remember that for some reason. I don't know if I just blocked it from my memory or what. Yeah, steel... The diamond has nothing to do with steel getting it up to level 5 though, Michael. If we use steel... Can someone remind me how we do steel only? What's the like, it's not regex, but it's kind of this version of regex. I don't think that really changes much. How do I do that again? I want to say there was a quest that walked us through how to search in there. You can look in the NEI option menu under inventory to find a few. How do we find... like a guide somewhere? It's not actual regex though, that's the problem. Oh, there's so many quests that reference NEI too. You can look more configuration options on this. Blah, 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 blah. There's a guide somewhere. Yeah, that symbol doesn't do anything. I forget what percent does. Percent favorites works somehow. I don't know what the percent symbol does. I wish there would... Where's a guide that shows you what all the symbols do? There's got to be a guide somewhere. Is it on the wiki? Is it somewhere in game? It'd be nice if it was in game. But I'm not really... Search widget. Mod name search, prefix. Dictionary. Space works like and. Search format, extended versus old format. There's extended, regex, and plain. Top right of Stone Age. Thank you. I knew there was a third one. It's so weird that the third one's not in the tips and tricks. That's where it is. Okay. Search by tooltip, search by ID, search by or dictionary, search by subsets. I don't know what the heck a subset is. Logical or multi-item search. Logical, now exclude items. Multiple words wrapped in quotes. So how would you do steel only and not like vanadium steel? So would you do steel and minus this steel? I guess that actually worked, didn't it? But there's no like steel ingot here. But why? Shouldn't there be a regular steel ingot? If we do minus wildcard steel, shouldn't that subtract? I'm not understanding. Because this has things after steel. It shouldn't be subtracting this one, should it? I'm trying to do not real regex because that's even harder for me to understand. I don't know enough about it. But I'm trying to figure out why this one isn't working. Based on the extended version. Because the extended, any few characters. Exclude items that match the following expression. Oh, it needs to be steel and then it... Interesting. Wait. No, I need to do this. No? Oh, that still doesn't work. Is there a... There's gotta be a way to do this. Let's see. So the star character then gets me nothing. So what does it leave? But see, it leaves steel slabs. Why wouldn't it leave steel ingot? This doesn't make any sense to me. Actually. This is making no sense. Oh, I wonder if it's the description. How do you search only title and not description? Is that possible? Search by tooltip. Search by mod. Search by ID. Is there a way to do that? Or is it just a setting that I have to have all on one or all on the other? Tooltip search. Ah. I see. Wait, shouldn't that have fixed it? Because we're not doing tooltip search anymore? So, steel ingot, I guess there's OR dictionary too. Yeah, we have to remove the OR dictionary search always. Which might be a problem though. I might not want this to be. But if we do that, then I might be able to do steel minus steel. And there we go, there's steel ingot. Okay, that's what I was expecting to get the first time. So, to be fair, it was searching far more than I thought it was. It was just searching like the description and the OR dictionary and all that. Anyway, we're gonna go mine some redstone, don't worry. I just wanted to understand more. Learning has occurred. Learning is important. Alright, we got a baby Enderman there. Let's just run away from whatever happened to spawn overnight. Where is the redstone? Northeast? Just a normal skeleton. You're not worth my time. What are you? You seem like a special... A Gatling skeleton, huh? Well, you're dead. So... How'd that work out for you? Jeez, this is a really annoying ore patch. I feel like I should come in from the side. And wait, actually, didn't I? Hold on. think I did for this one. Now that I think about it. So we'll just pop down here for a little redstone party. This is kind of annoying. This always happens. I need to figure out the best way to prevent this. But I want cobblestone. Some cobblestone in my inventory. Be able to tower back up at the end and place random blocks. Okay. Yes, here we are. Redstone is this way. And we get the joy of figuring out what the heck is going on over here with... What are the boundaries of this, the boundaries of this ore vein. Desert spider. It's now cursed me to be blind. Okay, so it seems like this is the top of the vein. Whoa! What the? I don't know where all these baddies are coming from. We kind of ran through and put torches down. So I'm not actually sure where did that guy spawn? Oh, maybe up there. Ah, wonderful. Oh man. We cave in now. All right, we don't need to be up here. Okay. Is this just one of those never-ending tunnels? No. Okay, it did end. Ugh, it is never-ending. This is so annoying. And... okay. I think that's most of it. What an ore patch. I don't even know where we are anymore. Nope, this was the wrong direction. Uh-oh, are we lost? Where's home? It was back this way. Okay. All right, let's actually excavate. So there's ruby, redstone, and cinnabar. I don't remember what's in the top of what, so let's see. Redstone. Oh, see, searching redstone doesn't even find... Wait, what? Oh, just kidding. I was on page 2. I was like, how does that not find redstone ore? It's literally in the title. It does, don't worry. Whoop, 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 go back. Vein stats. So redstone is primary and secondary. Oh, sweet. So redstone is throughout the entire vein. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I think that's the top layer. Guess we can double check that there's nothing above this layer, but I don't think we've seen anything on that level. Ruby takes a little bit longer to mine, and that keeps throwing me off. Your brain gets used to a certain mining time and cadence, and it gets thrown off. I'm digging these bronze tools though, and they're digging for me. Yeah, that'll only work actually with us taking off the ore dictionary. We would have to do, if we wanted to find ore redstone, it's not going to work the way it is now. But if I did hashtag ore redstone, or is it $ ore redstone? Yeah, the $ ore redstone will find it for me. Because $ does ore dictionary. The hashtag I think is description. And I had to turn on those settings for it to not tag the wrong things with what we were doing a minute ago. What's up, John? Howdy, howdy. Yeah, the bronze pickaxe working nicely. Soon it'll be a steel pickaxe. Well, I say soon. I guess we're still a little ways from steel. Steel's weird. You can rush it if you want to. Like, I could make it already, I think, right? No, I guess we need the compressor, and then we can make it. Because you have to compress the BBF blocks. Wait, am I mining too high now? I'm mining too high. I keep screwing this up. We only want to mine 3 levels here. And then the ceiling will be the 4th. Like this. Blink, blink. Yeah, rush the BBF and wait a week. Yeah, the steel takes forever. That's why I'm gonna make... I think I'm gonna go for 6. You gotta go bigger, right? That's the rule of, you know, everything on YouTube. Everything has to be better than what you did before. You can't just do the same thing, you know? That would just be messed up. So if I did 4 last season, I gotta do 6 this season. I feel like 8 would be really overkill, though. I'm not gonna do 8. I honestly don't even know if I need 6, but I kind of just want to as a challenge. I guess the question is, do we need... I did all of this in the last stream mentally, and I already can't remember. What did we say about the tool forge? What were we missing to do the obsidianite and get the tool forge and then make a hammer? We needed a steel pickaxe for that. Right. But the tool forge could get us the tools to gather materials for the BBFs. Plan for the future, then the next playthrough would be 10 if I do 8 now. That's such a good point, Gildarth. Oh, that's funny. So yeah, we need a steel pickaxe to mine the obsidian to make the obsidianite. Yeah, Shaxar, they changed alumite to obsidianite, and now it uses the zinc gravel, and there's no more aluminum gravel. Probably a good change, to be honest. But yeah, it's a little bit of a different system now. It's pretty much the same system, though. It just has nothing to do with aluminum. So there's no overlap with anything that does anything in the aluminum world. It's all just now its own system using the zinc gravel. Anyway, all that being said, the question is, do I want to make a separate steel pickaxe just to get the obsidian, just to get the tool forge, and then I can make a bronze hammer and a bronze... What's the shovel hammer? Is it a spade or something like that? That allows you to mine 3x3 at once, and that'll allow me to collect absurd amounts of sand and such. And we can make gravel in the forge hammer. Can we make gravel in the forge hammer? Cobblestone in the what? Yeah, cobblestone in the forge hammer goes really fast, and we can make all the gravel we want from that and all the sand we want from that. So, the excavator, that's what it's called. Thank you, everybody. So, the question is for the BBF, which we should put together somewhere. Let's put it on page 4. Bricked blast furnace. And we don't need any... Oh, we know that we do need different types of fire bricks. So... we need how many fire bricks? 32... Oh, we're gonna have to do math. Oh yeah, you need the gypsum dust. That's right. And the concrete. Okay. Well... let's start constructing this. So the bucket of concrete needs quartz sand, calcite dust. What's the difference between these two? Oh, the clay bucket. Okay. So we need all that. Gypsum dust. Like clay, stone, quartz sand. And how do we make the gypsum dust? We just need raw gypsum ore, which is in the basaltic mineral sand. That's the sporadic one. Okay. And we could use the macerator for that to double it. Yeah, I don't think I want to go towards cobalt at this point. This is far too soon for cobalt. Calcite, gypsum. Clay is just clay maceration. But from small piles? Really? Wait, what? Oh, it counts as that kind of recycling. I see. So then we do this. And then that, and then we switch the order. Shift click. Okay, so there's that. So we've got clay dust. Stone dust is just macerator on gravel, I guess. Or on cobble, or on pretty much anything. I think cobble does it too, right? No, you can't macerate cobble. Weird. So you macerate that. Oh, find another slime island? Yeah, no thanks. Just trying to get my head around this whole silly recipe. Okay, so we do that. Stone dust. Do that. Clay dust, we already figured out. Calcite, gypsum. We can also crush gypsum. Purified pile. Wait. No, hold on. No, you can get the clean dust this way. Yeah. We macerate, and then we macerate again, and then we throw it in the cauldron. Okay. So gypsum dust, we can get 2 from each raw gypsum ore. How do we show that, though? I guess we have to do the whole centrifuge path, and then that comes from macerator, and then that comes from this. Okay, there we go. So that gets us our 2-to-1 on gypsum, and then we need to do the same thing on calcite. It's kind of annoying. Calcite dust. Is it not the centrifuge? Where's the cleaner? Or whatever it's called. The water thing. Dust washer. That'll work. Oh yeah, there's a bronze dust washer now. I forgot about that. Or a steam purifier. That's a new thing. That's super cool. Yeah, the forestry work table I don't think we'll need because of auto crafting, but you never know. Okay, so there's that, and now I should be able to drag this and see our final, like, results of how many base level ingredients we need. So 32 fire bricks, and then if we wall share the middle, this is 12 that we're sharing. So it's another 20. So that puts us up to 52. And then another 20. So that's a 1x3, 72. And then we share the back wall of that, which is going to be 3, 5, 7 by 4, which is 28 tiles. So we need another 72 minus 28. 72 minus 28 is 44. So we need another 44 on 72, which is 116. Yeah. Wait, is it really an odd number? Oh, I guess because we need the one in the middle there. Yeah. And so then we'll need 6 of these, which needs 24 more. So it's a solid 140 then. Okay. I don't know how it's only showing 35 sand, but that's just wrong. That's so annoying. It's considering that as 4 out, but that's not really what you get. That's super dumb. How do you keep it from adding in those extras for NEI auto crafting? Huh. My math is off? I'm not doing a quad, I'm doing a sextuple. We need 140 calcite, 70 gypsum. That's really not that many. That's not too scary. 140 sand, 140 gravel, 280 clay. That's actually not that bad. We just need a macerator. Maybe the macerator is going to be the problem. I don't know. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. We'll gather a bit more redstone here. Yeah, so just getting a couple compressors, that's a good point. It does take a while, doesn't it? Yeah, it takes 8 seconds in a steam compressor. We're just getting redstone for red alloy dust and all the various things that we need red alloy dust for. So this is probably enough for a while. But I'll go a little bit more. We wanna, this is a Zen Garden experience, right? We're not just trying to rush progress. And the more redstone we mine now, the less we have to mine later. Ding! So now we're up to mining level 4. Ironically called redstone when you can mine redstone at mining level 2. That doesn't really make sense. Yet here we are. Then we just leveled up. Up to level 8 now. Alright, let's call that enough, probably. How much did we end up with? Oh, that thing's full. Right, we do need to make a second one. Mining trips, you get a lot of dusts and stuff. So... oh yeah, 3 stacks, and each of these makes 5? Yeah. 10 if we can get to the steam macerator soon. So we should probably leave some of that unprocessed. Since I'm here, I'm tempted to mine some more iron. In fact, wasn't it only... what was missing from this quest? Oh, raw iron and yellow limonite. But iron itself comes from a copper vein. But we could at least get the yellow limonite. We only need 16. So we'll just grab a few of these. And there we go. So that should complete that part of the quest. Okay. Alright, back we go. Not nighttime. I think we worked through nighttime. But look at how the durability held up on that pickaxe. We didn't even use one full durability. I know, iron ore comes from copper vein. A bit odd, but it is true. The regular iron comes from a copper vein. Actual iron veins have limonite. Also have all sorts of random like crushed and impure piles and stuff. We're gonna have to figure all this out. Okay, there's a lot to do. Does anyone remember if there's a tank that we can fill buckets up from easily? What's the soonest thing we can attach? I know there's a ULV tank, isn't there? Is there not? Alright. I think for the most part, we do want the search widget to be looking through those things. Oh wait, no, mod name was prefix. Yeah, there we go. Ultra low voltage, that's what it is. This is what I want to make. Okay, it does need a steel plate and a clay fluid pipe, which making the clay plates needs a compressor. So we can make these as soon as we have a compressor and a few steel. The iron tank is another option, you know, going down for these things. But these need strengthened glass, which is another step. Or they need obsidian glass, which is obsidian dust. So that's difficult as well. We can't do strengthened glass at all. So we would need obsidian dust, which needs the steel pickaxe. So there's all sorts of things. Railcraft tanks. What do those need again? That's just a crap ton of iron, right? Huh. Yeah, there's so many options. All right, what are we doing? Mining bag or digger's backpack. Go into all of these. And then there. Miner's backpack. Guess we just put in there. And sort and bring all this out. Loot. Okay, and then we'll take half a stack of redstone, or we'll hammer it. I should probably resume the recording. Welcome back, future YouTube. We went and mined a few stacks of redstone ore, and now I'm gonna hammer it into crushed redstone. And then we're gonna hammer that crushed redstone into impure piles, and then we're gonna make another hammer. By the way, I was doing the math on if we wanted to make a sextuple bricked blast furnace for our steel, and it's not terrible. We need 70 gypsum, 140 calcite, 140 gravel, 140 sand, and 280 clay. It's really not as bad as I thought it would be, and it's just going to take forever to compress all of the fire bricks into... Oh, wait a second. Oh, hold on. No, never mind. I thought something looked wrong. We didn't do this right. We skipped over the entire fire brick part of the recipe. That's just for the concrete and the gypsum. The fire clay dust we have not accounted for in this cost. All right, well, let's add that in. Future YouTube gets a good laugh out of this. Compressed fire clay. No, wait, we compressed fire clay from that, and then the fire clay dust from clay dust and brick dust. Yeah, I think that's kind of all we've got. So then that gets added in. And there we go. There's the number. I thought that looked wrong. And then that costs a ton of clay. And then the brick dust, which costs us macerating bricks. Yeah, this takes forever. I guess forge hammer's better. Forge hammer, the bricks, and then the bricks we can make. I don't even know, because the brick dust needs to be from... This is getting to be very unwieldy. Wow. 1680 bricks. That's nuts. We're gonna need to go to a lot of those brick houses. I'll probably end up I mean, we could extract regular bricks, but that's so many, are so long. So forge hammering's probably the better route here. Which then... Oh, that's so annoying. We can't drag. How are we supposed to include this as part of the same thing? I guess I can do that. There we go. Shrink it down, then grow it. So wait, you were saying calcite and gypsum should be the same number? Oh, I have gypsum going through 2 ore doublings for some reason. That's the problem. We have that getting doubled Oh, it's because of this dumb centrifuge thing. It counts that as 2 outputs. That's really annoying. And I don't know if there's a way I can like manually fix that to not be linked like that. But these recipes with the percent outputs are not working well with the NEI calculator. Because that recipe isn't what we want for gypsum dust. But I don't know how to get a version that's not gonna do that. Wait, did I do... I thought I looked at bricks in the macerator. No, I looked at bricks in the extractor. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, you can just get the big dust directly. Okay, I thought that seemed a little wrong. Yeah, we can just do brick dust. I always forget the macerator recycling page. Directly from bricks. Like that. Anyway, but yeah, there's no way to get the gypsum dust done properly in NEI. Use the forge hammer recipe for crushed ore. I guess the dust washer also works because it's only one. That'll do it properly. Okay, there we go. So anyway, I mean, it's still not too bad. 420 bricks is a lot, I'll give you that. And 1120 clay is a lot. I don't think... were there easier ways to make clay dust? The macerator turns 1 clay into 2 small piles, but that's what we're already doing here. I don't think we have an easier way to get clay dust. But there's a lot of options here. Hey, random librarian, thanks for the follow. Yeah, there is the hardened clay. That gets us the full piles. We do have the biome nearby. I guess we can just do that. It's still not even that much clay though. It's only 17 stacks, which sounds like a lot, but I like randomly went out and got like 5 stacks, easy peasy, when I went searching once, and it only took me like a few minutes. So 17 stacks isn't even that bad. But we do have access to this canyon biome, so we can just get the terracotta from over there. Okay, anyway, that's future planning. I got really sidetracked by all that. Let's make a hammer here and keep going with this impure pile stuff. I guess we'll make a couple hammers. This is expensive. Very much need the forge hammer. There goes all of our iron. Okay. And then... oh, we don't have the cauldron anymore over here, do we? Well, let's fill up a few buckets with water. I probably am going to add some sort of ladder up the outside here. Okay, and then where did I put the cauldron? I guess it's just in here. Maybe we'll have it chill there since that's kind of where I have my ores. And there we go. There's some redstone. Now that redstone all went into my miner's backpack. think in general I probably don't want the backpacks on me, because I've also got this backpack if we need it as well. So anyway, the redstone now enables us to progress the quest book to make red alloy ingots. So in the alloy smelter, we just need copper ingot and redstone. So we'll do a stack of that. We'll do 16 copper. And there we go. And this recipe uses 3,200 steam apiece. Pretty hungry, but we might be okay. And there's our first red alloy ingots. Nice. We're running out of steam. Yeah, these guys are disappearing. We're gonna go grab some more logs to keep our coke ovens running. That's an important part of this whole situation. And at some point, we need to make the railcraft thing that can use the creosote. I think that might be something I do in this playthrough. We didn't do that last time. And that would be nice, because then the creosote's kind of not getting wasted. But I don't know if there's an easy way to like prioritize the steam from that without having fancy redstone things, so I don't really know. This is already filling up on creosote. But we should have 16 red alloy ingots. Nice. I'll do another half stack here. We do need more copper ingots, I think, in general. Did we smelt all of our copper? Yeah. The reason I'm not batch crafting everything at this stage is because most of the things that we need can be done more efficiently once we have more of the machines. So it's kind of like, as much as I am all for making more than you need, at this stage of the game, it's not the best idea, potentially. And now they want me to make a wire cutter. That should be easy enough. I already built a system for it. Wait, what? What am I missing? Are we out of iron? Say it ain't so. Quest? Hello? Oh, I already got this. I'm dumb. Well, we have extra wire cutters now. Tame an ocelot to get a friend. You can tame an ocelot by giving it a raw fish. Okay. We could do that someday. The hell is that? Pistons. Pistons are great. You'll need special ones. So pistons need carpenter's block, red alloy plates, oak fence, well, any fence. Small iron gears, which need plates and rods. Cobblestone, carpenter's blocks, which we've already been over, actually, for making the garage doors. So there is a lot of crap going on here. Did I favorite the carpenter's chain? I think we did. So that's favorited all the way down. Because we definitely want pistons to be favorited. So then small iron gears, we need that to be favorited. We already have plates and rods figured out. Red alloy plates. Very soon will change with the forge hammer, but for now, and that's already favorited. Carpenter's block is favorited. Okay, and then we just need the fence. We need to find our way to a birch fence. Good luck finding that, Krydax. Jeez. Wait, there was oak. There's so many. There it is, birch fence. Okay, then we favorite that. And I think now we just need all the materials. If we then hop into, I don't know what page, maybe this page. Shift A, click that. Ingredients, it boils down to red alloy ingots, iron, wood, and some cobblestone. Yeah? That's correct. We do want a different cobble, though. We want the just regular. Where's just the regular cobble? There it is. Okay, so we should be able to throw cobble, red alloy ingots. We've already got some wood and iron. So if all goes according to plan, I can hit Shift C on this. And it will just work. Piston! Oh, that's amazing. Also, CCTV Bandit, I'm pretty sure it is supposed to repair the same amount, regardless of where you repair it. Now, the sticky pistons are needed for something that regular pistons can't do. Is that right? We can only get the piston boots once we have a rubber. Am I remembering this right? That I want the 2 sticky pistons for some reason. Maybe not. And it's easy to make. We have, oh, never mind. We have the slime, so that's not a problem. Sweet. Okay, so I want to make the steam compressor foist here, which is gonna be pretty chill. I'm gonna need a lot of small bronze fluid pipes, which means we're gonna need more bronze. How much bronze do we actually have? Probably not enough. Let's keep our alloy smelter busy. I'm trying to remember the best way. Can we turn... I guess once we have the macerator, we'll have different options for making dusts. To make bronze dust. Because alloying bronze ingots directly is not the easiest at this stage of the game. I guess, can I just alloy in the tinkers? Yeah, it's the same ratio, isn't it? 313. Yeah. So in that sense, I'm just spending lava. So that seems a little easier. Let's grab another stack here. Oh, I guess it'll be 3/4 of a stack, but I can throw all of that in. I don't know if it'll mess with the iron. It's 134 for copper, tin, bronze? Not unless you probably need the mixer for that. Because the molten alloying in tinkers is... It's not 3 + 1 = 4 in the alloy smelter. Wait, it is. Wait, what the heck? Oh, that's specifically for... Oh, that seems like a bug. Oh, never mind. We don't want to... Ah! Cancel. Why is tetrahedrite different? That, I think they screwed that up. I think they changed something and need to modify that. Tetrahedrite's supposed to be the same as copper for pretty much everything. That seems wrong to me. Like, why would tetrahedrite give you a different ratio of bronze? Tetrahedrite's like not even... It basically just exists to make copper anyway. So that feels like such a random thing to be different. Not great design in my opinion. because it just gives players the wrong impression. And yeah. Because you can already just directly make copper anyway with tetrahedrite. So not having it as a stand-in for copper in the bronze recipe makes no sense. Because it accomplishes the same thing. Anyway, I guess we do want to alloy our bronze then. That's a bummer. Okay. Let's do 12. We'll take it slow and steady. And then we'll make more of these pipe casings. Pew, pew. I'll just make 12 for now. And then the steam compressor needs another bronze hole. We should get that going somewhere. And then that. There's a bronze hole. Steam compressor. Boom. We got our second machine. Beautiful. Okay, and then I do think I'm gonna place it a little bit spaced out here. I'm gonna move the steam to the back. And then I'll wait for that to finish. Okay, and then we'll remove these. And this way the machines can have the side open. I think the hopper caught the machine. That's funny. Okay, so alloy smelter here. Compressor here. Steam exhaust, steam exhaust. And then we'll grab a couple. Hey, Kavan, thanks for the follow. And then I need more chests. We'll work on getting barrels and such eventually, but for now this is fine. Let's do a double chest at the at the bottom. Plop, 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 plop. Oh, yeah. When do I get the dang barrels? We need the compressor. Funny. We just got it. Okay, well. Let's throw some more charcoal in these bad boys. The nice thing is they do run for a long time off of just a stack of charcoal. They don't produce much, but they don't cost much. Yeah, I don't have the resources for copper and iron chests and stuff right now, so that's why I'm not doing that. It's so many copper plates, and without having the compressor yet to make a copper chest. And copper chests aren't even like that much bigger, so I think I want to move towards using those barrel vanilla chests, mass production. And the iron one is probably a bit more affordable. I wish it told you the storage quantity though. They don't tell you how much each one stores. Here. Unclear if copper or iron is better. I assume it's the same as these ones. But yeah, we can just fill the hoppers for now. Anyway, the compressor, I think we just throw wood pulp into the compressor. And that's it. So to make the wood pulp, we just macerate some logs. And voila. We compressing. And this one takes a very small amount of steam, I think. I mean, I guess 80 liters a second. No, that does take quite a bit of steam, actually. Compressed barrel. There is nothing by that name, at least. But yeah, we need how many wood planks? 4 wood planks per barrel. So we're gonna need another macerator. What are these called? Mortar. I'm gonna put that on this page. Mortar. And I think we want to make the iron one finally. I don't know, it's only twice the durability. Maybe I should make the bronze one. No, iron's better than bronze. Wrought iron is slightly better than iron, but is a pain in the butt to make at the moment. Blue steel is where it's at. And thaumium. Maybe I'll just keep making the flint ones. We just need more smooth stone. Okay, we got all kinds of coins to get rid of. Why did I end up with so many extra carpenter's blocks? Now that's a question. In making the piston, I think it screwed up the recipe. Uh-oh. Yeah, the slightly larger chest is still a thing, but that's basically what the barrels are. So now, oh no, it's not a thing. They removed it. The barrels completely replace it. Oh, I got 6 of these as a reward. Okay, thank you. That explains it. Alright, well my inventory is a hot mess. Let me get rid of these random birch saplings. Let's open a couple Steam Age loot bags. We got a chicken spawn, we got a random sugar cane, and we got some large cheese sandwiches. That's fine, I guess. Could have been better. Okay, so the macerator's next. We need 2 diamonds for that. Can we buy diamonds? Looks like no. How many diamonds do we actually have? Do we have 2? We do. Okay. Diamonds you find the old-fashioned way, just in random pieces of ore throughout the map. Now, obviously you can find diamond veins, but did we ever find one of those? I think we did, actually. Didn't we? Yeah, we found a diamond vein. Okay. Diamond is a fairly high level, though. I can't remember what the regular diamond ore is. So can you even process the raw diamond at this stage of the game? You can get diamond dust, but to actually get the diamonds, you need a sifter. So when you find a diamond vein... Oh, you can smelt it directly. It's like the lapis. Okay, never mind. We're fine then. We can go get as many diamonds as we want. All right, well, I'm going to pause the YouTube recording until we get to the next machine. Let's go ahead and sleep here soon. What am I trying to do? Smooth stone. Make a couple of those. Make some wood pulp. Yeah, the sifter is a much better ratio for sure. Okay, And then, what am I doing? Plop that in there. Time to reduce that sound. So many recent sounds. I want that one to be lower. Oh my gosh, what have I done? That is such a long, like, sound. Okay. Wow. Anyway, we can make barrels with that. What do we want to do now? I think probably the steam macerator, which needs 2 pistons. Did we have the 2 pistons? We do. So we need another bronze hull. So we make that. Wait, what? Oh, did I go on the steam? Oops. Well, I guess I have a bricked bronze hull for something now. Guess we make a 3rd steam furnace since we're already here? Question mark? Sure. Let's take that steam alloy smelter out of there. Or I could macerate it and get 5 bronze back, but that doesn't really seem worth it. Sure, why not? Wait, that's a steam furnace. Ah, that's not even what I thought I was making. I was thinking I was making a boiler. Well, I will, as soon as I have the macerator, I will ditch that. It's called ESM. What's it stand for? Sound muffler, extreme sound manager, something like that. Anyway, there we are, steam macerator crafted, fireworks and quests complete. And we'll go ahead and extend our, I need more pipes here. Apparently we had all the exact amounts of everything we need. So we need some more bronze here. And then we should be able to make some more pipes. And then we'll extend our little steam area. And then the steam macerator can go right here. Put the steam on that side. And now we can macerate stuff. The first thing I'm going to macerate is the steam furnace I just made on accident. I don't want to talk about it. I accidentally made a bricked bronze hull instead of a bronze machine casing. And then the only thing we can make with bricked bronze hulls is simple solar boilers, steam furnaces, and steam alloy smelters. For some reason, I thought the steam furnace was actually a steam boiler. I thought I was making another one of these. And I know some people are really into solar boilers. I am not, so I don't plan to make one of those. Use steam furnaces to make the steam oven. Do you? Oh, yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna make the steam oven, though. I don't know. It's possible someday. For now, I think I'd much rather practice macerating things. Ha ha ha. get chopped. I wonder if we're gonna have enough steam for that. That's gonna take a while. 175 seconds? Oh no. Oh no. Are we gonna have enough? We might not have enough. Alright, well. Anyway, we got the macerator set up. That's going to be great for all sorts of things. And then next on the quest book list is probably the Forge Hammer. Because the Forge Hammer gets us better plate recipes. That one's a big deal. And the macerator, we're going to want to make the multi-block macerator, which I guess is over here. So let's read this real quick. The steam machines you've been using until now have served you well, but there will be a time when you need to process even more items. That's where the so-called multi-blocks come in. There's a variety of steam multi-blocks available to you, so go have a look at the Mass Processing Quest tab. The tab introduces you to a wide range of extremely powerful multi-block machines that can replace your old worn-out single blocks, and some that can replace your old multi-blocks. Many of these new machines will require you to handle additional mechanics and requirements, but it'll be worth it. Here's some terms you should be familiar with as you enter the world of multi-blocks. So overclock. If a machine can handle at least 4 times the voltage that's required, it will overclock, causing it to require 4 times the EU per tick, but also run twice as fast. This can happen in multiple stages. So it costs you double the overall energy, but happens in half the time. Perfect overclock is still 4 times the EU per tick, but also 4 times the speed instead of twice the speed. Phrasing it as does not lose efficiency when overclocked, I actually think is a really confusing way to phrase it, because in my mind, that means it would go twice as fast but only use twice as much energy. Losing efficiency, what it really means is it doesn't lose speed efficiency, but it still uses the full 4 times energy per tier, which is not how I would have initially assumed a perfect overclock would work. So it actually overclocks it even faster for the same 4 times boost of electricity. So then you're not actually losing any power per item. The power per item remains the same with a perfect overclock. And then paralleling is when you run multiple things at the same time. So you could macerate like 8 iron ore into 8 iron dust in one go. And it uses the recipe's EU per tick multiplied by the number of parallels. And they prioritize paralleling over overclocking. So that's kind of all the thing. Multi-blocks will void whatever they're doing if the power is interrupted. So I'm not quite there yet. I guess they want us to make steel ingots before we start that, because I think... where is our mass processing tab? Steam-powered breakthrough. Oh! We'll look at that in a minute, but the one we're looking at is... Steamy mincer? Yeah, the steam grinder. So this is a macerator. It's 25% faster, and it only consumes 62.5% of the steam normally required, and it has 8 parallels. So add that all together, and that is essentially 10 single block steam macerators that run at close to half the cost. It's a pretty big deal. But unfortunately, these hatches need steel, and the buses need tumbaga. And tumbaga is a fancy word for annoying. So the tumbaga needs gold dust and tumbaga mixed dust, and tumbaga mixed dust is gold dust and copper dust. So it's just gold and copper. But yeah, I used the steam grinder like all the way until HV. I think I was still using it in HV. It's crazy, like, because you don't need that much maceration. You probably would need more than 1 single block though. So this thing is the perfect thing. And now there's more than there used to be. Now there's a blender, which is like the mixer. Now there's a stomper, which is the forge hammer. I don't think I'll need that one. The forge hammer rarely was a bottleneck for me. Like, I used that bronze forge hammer forever. Now there's this thing, which is a washer, which didn't even used to exist before. There was no bronze washer before, unless I'm misremembering. There's now a steam centrifuge. That's huge. I don't think there was a steam centrifuge before either. And then this is the compressor, which I think will be worth it. The compressor's a lot slower than the forge hammer. So I will be building a lot of these multi-blocks. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, being able to do washing earlier is super great because that wasn't an option before. We got 12 bronze dust back from macerating that sad piece of crap that we made. Sweet. Okay, so what's actually next quest book wise though? We could look into doing glass to start getting iron tanks. That might be a good idea. We could make a clipboard. It wants us to mine some diamond and graphite. And we could make a diamond hammer. If we're really crazy. But let's work on the anvil. The blocks of iron we can make with the compressor, or we should, never mind. I thought we would be able to make them in the Tinker's casting basin. Kind of surprised you can't, to be honest. But yeah, the forge hammer just needs one anvil, and the anvil just needs 5 blocks of iron. Wait, is that for real? Yes, 5 blocks of iron. So we need 45 iron. And yeah, I think I'll pause the recording again and we'll just work on some iron stuff. I might need to go mining for iron again. It's been a while since I've done that. Yeah, we're running out of iron, I think. Oh, but we have more banded iron ore. Okay, I'm back already. We had some iron that we hadn't processed because I was hoping to be able to save it. So I have 2 stacks here of banded iron ore. And watch this. We can throw this stuff in the macerator and it'll process that pretty slowly. This is why you want the multi-block macerators, because having 10 of these is where it's at. But each one of these now is going to macerate into 2 crushed roasted iron ore. Wait, what? Why does banded iron ore go into crushed roasted iron ore? That's weird. Seems odd to me. But anyway, that gets into 2 dust, and then we can smelt that dust directly into iron. And later you can have even more efficient processes, but for now that's the ore doubling we get from macerating, and that's super nice. So for now we'll just kind of let that run on the iron. And it uses 80 liters a second, of which I'm making... I think someone said these make 120 a second. It's been a while since I looked. What are these called? Small coal boiler? Yeah, they make 120. Okay, so I am getting 240 a second. Which is, again, only 12 per tick in EU. If we're thinking more EU-wise. But yeah, that's the macerator. We really need the multi-block one eventually, but... for now, I will pause until we have the proper amount of iron. The amount of backseating in chat today is through the roof. Everybody has so many opinions on how to play the early game, which is fine. You're all allowed your own opinions, but it's just funny because, like, there's no right answer here. There's a lot of ways to do things. This random furnace feels like it'll get used up eventually. Oops. These tiny piles of ashes I'm gonna need to start putting somewhere. I guess we'll put ashes in here with like the burnable stuff. That feels somewhat reasonable. And then, yeah, let's just go do some more mining. We're gonna need absurd amounts of iron. Let's do that for a little bit here. Do we have the bronze? Nope. Wait, the what? What are you saying? Crushed iron ore. Oh, you mean the real iron? Yeah, like the iron that comes from the copper veins. This one. That one smelts into nuggets, right? Yeah. And weirdly, it smelts into 10. Small bonus. A nice little 11% bonus there. And then, yeah, you can smelt those into wrought iron. Yeah. I remember that. And then the wrought iron is handy for some things. Okay, what are we doing? Iron vein. Maybe I should actually do the copper vein, because I'll get iron inside of that. And pyrite, which is also iron. Let's just work on this copper vein. Because we need all kinds of bronze, too. Yeah, I think everyone had a coming of age moment when they accidentally made like 15 stacks of iron nuggets. I know I did it in my season 1 at one point. How's it going, CK? I forgot stuff from the ceiling here. I didn't grab the backpack. See, this is the danger of putting away the backpacks. I feel like I'm gonna... just never gonna figure this out. It's getting annoying by having the backpacks, but now I forgot to bring the backpacks. At least we're right next to our base. You know what I might do is make a second miner's backpack right now. Do we have more tanned leather on hand? I actually do. So now I just need a bunch of the cotton, which I'm keeping where? Here. Okay, so... woven cotton. Did I keep that over here? Yeah, I did. How much did I need? 2 plus 4 leather. I'm also gonna try to make some more, since we're doing all this right now anyway. Why don't we make some more tanned leather for when we need it? Of course, I ran out of inventory. Wait, no? Wait, how much do I need? Oh, we need 4 each. I don't know why that totally escaped my brain. 8 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. And then 2 more of these. And now we should be able to make 1 more backpack. And then we can put this 4 bound leather on our drying racks, which are... I was about to go outside the base, but this is outside the old base. LOL. Okay, and then that's food. Jelly beans. Tools away. Skeleton skull. There's so many random things. I feel like chests are one of the things that I want to keep in my backpack as well. And then we need some bronze for repairs that I keep in there. Alright. Oh, we're supposed to eat jelly beans. Okay, now we shall go mine. Well, progress is coming along nicely. We've already got ore doubling going. Though it's gonna be a little... when do we get gold? I guess we just need to go to a gold vein. Is gonna be the solution for that. And get a bunch of gold. And then we can make our Tumbaga for the multi-block macerator. And then that'll make ore doubling all of our ores much more feasible. Get the rest of this stuff out to the ceiling. That's it. And then just keep going. So, where's the... oh, that is pyrite. Okay, I was gonna say, where's the pyrite? You upgraded your hammer and now you're just looking for reasons to mine. It feels so good. It's crazy. There's a part of me that's tempted to go... just rush it. I don't remember if we have enough steel left over though. We need 5 steel to rush the tool forge. I don't know if we have 5 right now. Yeah, the high durability can be expensive on the repair bill for sure. I forget, is this a... is my brain making this up that you can use the dense plates, like the large plates that you can make to do repairs? Like when I say iron plate, I mean this one, the iron large plate. Can you... I forget, can you use these to do repairs? Am I making that up? I might be making that up. So many sealing ores. Alright. Finish this out. Asbestos. As best as I can. Bad joke. Siderite sand. We seem to have started touching another vein. Or something. Also, why does the game seem darker? Does it seem dark to you guys? I feel like I've changed it and it changed back or something. Where's the brightness? Ah, here. With raw ore instead of blocks, is it better to use a single block miner which gives fortune or multi-block miners which gives crushed ores? So that unfortunately is a misunderstanding that is going to be very common, Carlos. Like what you're saying, you're not crazy for saying it, but it is wrong. The single block miners do not give fortune to the new raw ores. They only give fortune to small ores, which is the same as what they did before. So it's not like you're getting doubled raw iron ore from having, you know, an LV miner It says fortune bonus of 1, but that's only for small ores. Now, that is changing. The description is going to be fixed to clarify that in future versions of 2.8. Probably, it's probably already in the daily version. I haven't updated my daily version in a few days. But all that to say, the most efficient mining method right now, for a long time, until you get to the multi-block miners, is actually mining by hand with a fortune hammer. And I kind of like that mining by hand is still, there's still a reason to do it. Like if you found a rare vein, you might actually want to mine the whole thing out with your hammer instead of using single block miners now. But John, what are my thoughts on bees in this pack? I don't know. I've never really done bees. I'm excited to try though. So in this season, we will be trying bees at some point. I can't promise exactly when, but I will try bees. It's possible I wait for a while because it does seem like there's a lot of hassle with bees. Kind of like with IC2 crops, it's the same thing. Like trying to do IC2 crops before the crop manager feels like an exercise in why are you doing this? And it sounds like bees without the, is it the alvearies, are kind of in a similar space. I might be saying the wrong thing, but... Oop. Broken. What am I doing? That. Boom. To get that one, you need bees first, except you can find them in villages. In fact, I've already located 1 or 2 in this seed. I didn't grab them, but I've located them. Okay, I have no idea what our current counts are for things. Let's take a look here. So this one has got 3 stacks, kind of like almost 4 stacks of copper, almost a stack of iron. This one's got, what the heck was that? Couple stacks. Alvearies are the multi-blocks. Apiaries, yeah, that's the one I mean. Okay, so it's not quite as much iron as I was hoping to get. Which feels... Wait, did I miss something? I guess not. Only I thought we'd had way more than 1 stack of pyrite by now. I guess pyrite's the between ore, isn't it? So, does anyone remember the hotkey of show me how to make the thing I'm looking at? Is it in the controls? Show usage, Wyla. I put it on 4 and 8. Okay. There we go. So I can just get straight to the ore vein stats easily this way. Yeah, pyrite's the between ore. So I guess we're kind of avoiding some of the pyrite in the top layers here. The top 2 layers. There's no pyrite. All right, looking pretty good here. I think we'll call that, I want this one more. All that good? Nope, still one more in the corner here. Alright, we're calling that good enough for now. Now where's my escape hatch? Uh-oh. I normally leave a cobblestone on the floor for this purpose. Yeah, we need to do the gypsum one and the calcite one. I forget what vein that comes from. Is it just a calcite vein? It's a heart attack for those who are playing on their own game. Yeah, for sure. I have the, you know, what's it called? Explosions in claimed chunks and stuff turned off. Calcite was lapis. Oh, so we already have a bunch? Oh, it must be at the bottom of the vein because we don't have very much yet. Okay, plop those backpacks back down. Digger's backpack. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Wait, this is another one of those eat it that way cakes. Large cheese sandwich. And what do we got? Small and crushed ores. And I forget, can we just macerate these again? Or do we need the dust washer? Or you can forge hammer them. You can macerate, but there's not much of a point because it takes way longer when you could just forge hammer. So all of these crushed ones, we should just throw in the forge hammer. Which we don't have. Right. That's what we're working on. Whoops. Not yet. All right, and then why don't I go grab some more cotton? Yeah, that takes so long. Yeah, no, there's a lot of other things complex, but it's not gonna matter at this stage of the game. I'm not gonna have a sifter for a really long time anyway. So I'm not really worried about that. See, this is where, like, the digger's backpack is going to be annoying. Why don't I just lock them all? And then they're at least in my inventory so I don't forget them if we go mining. Alright, you guys multiply, make some more leather for me, and wool. We got them all. Do you get anything from converting to... Yeah, you can generally just smelt the crushed. I was just doing it in this case so that it would stack with all of the same types that I've already gotten from mining. But yeah, you can just smelt them directly. But a lot of these can't be smelted anyway, like redstone or whatever. Or can you smelt redstone? But you get less. No, that's not one that you can smelt. There's no, like, redstone crystal form. Anywho's, what are we doing? So, let me take stock. We needed more iron, that's right. Let's get that going. Coke ovens are gonna be a problem here. You can't just break a random block, right? Or does that work? No, it doesn't work. Gotta avoid the bottom middle. We'll find a solution for this soon. but for now, this is what we're doing. Boop. Boop. And then we're going to fill in these up. Okay, we've got a lot of chalcopyrite now. So that's a lot of copper. I'll just smelt 2 stacks of it. I'm fine with being a little wasteful here. Because we're gonna need so much bronze. And then pyrite, we'll throw in the macerator. Maybe someday it'll have time. We're a long way away from that. But, okay, so now we need more iron. Maybe I should just smelt the rest of the iron that we have in here. That's 10. Yellow limonite, brown limonite, banded iron, pyrite. Okay, so we'll get as much iron as we can from all that. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go mine more iron. Hold on. I guess next would be making more torches. Let's do that real quick. Do I need 16 or 32? Okay, I guess I only needed 32. I'm gonna put those sticks there though, just for future reference. Pattern, future, what's the word I'm looking for? Having, the having of the thing. Anyway, yeah, why don't we work on some iron through the basaltic mineral sand patch, which we should have up to the northwest there. So do this, 4, 5, 6. Okay. You can feed a solid fuel railcraft boilers with buckets of creosote. I mean, that is interesting. You need a lot of buckets to get that process going smoothly, though. And I probably plan to just pipe the creosote to a liquid fuel railcraft boiler. I am a bit concerned, though, about prioritizing the steam. I'm not really sure how to do that in, like, the LV stage. Because yeah, I don't know. And I don't even know if we need it, because my other system that I did last season is still, I think, going to be a good one. So I might just do the wood plank thing again. I think we might be 1 tile too high still. No, this is good. So the Fuller's Earth is a pretty big bummer. Looking at the vein stats here, we've got basaltic mineral sand and granitic mineral sand, which are both going to be iron, if I'm remembering correctly. Granitic, iron, basaltic, iron, yeah. But the Fuller's Earth is crap and doesn't really do anything for us right now. And the gypsum, however, we need desperately for our gigantic bricked blast furnace project later. We need 140 gypsum. So that's why we're here. For the gypsum. So we're just looking for those little blue dots, these guys that represent gypsum. And having fortune is going to make this a lot easier. And we only need 140, like that's not that crazy. I say that now, maybe it's worse than I think, but... Yeah, Castius, that's basically what I did. So the trick, for those who don't know, is you do a plank, oak plank, or whatever it's called, wood planks. What is this stupid thing called? This thing. You can make these in mass quantities in an assembler, and that turns every single log, because you throw the log into a macerator, and that makes 6 wood pulp for only 800 EU, right? Just in the LV macerator. And so you've got 6 wood pulp, and then that 6 wood pulp gets turned into 6 wood planks for about 6,000 EU, you know, if you divide it out. And then those 64 wood planks, though, are each the same burn time as a whole charcoal. And that burns for a ton of time in the railcraft boilers and can keep you going. You do need a little bit of refined glue, but that refined glue is really easy to distill down from our fluid extract from, or no, centrifuge from the slime tree, congealed slime stuff. Like 1 green cube is enough to run an entire stack of wood planks. So that goes really far. Consider starting with less and getting a hammer and then doing more. Yeah, it's possible I could make 1 BBF first to then make the rest. There is something a little magical about doing the whole thing at once though, but it's definitely not the most like perfectly time efficient, you know. I'm not speedrunning here. When you compress charcoal, do you still get 1 coal or block per compression? Wait, what? As far as I know, you still get charcoal blocks via compressing. All right, just curious, what are we at right now? We've already got 17. Already got more than 10% of what we need. I've only been here for like 2 seconds. Oops. That's not what we wanted. When we get back to base, I'll check on how much steel we have. If we have 5, I might rush the tool forge. Ooh, gold. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the charcoal block being like 11% better at burn time is still true. I mean, I haven't checked. Yeah, that's still the same. But then it stops being true for the future ones. Yeah, complex, we did calculate it on a different stream, so unless we made a mistake, 5 is the correct number. Because you need 1 for the pickaxe head to then go get the obsidian. And then you need 4 to make the dust that you need to make the obsidianite that you need. All right, how are we doing on stuff? Like 3 stacks of iron. Yeah, we'll go a little bit more. Oh, you're right. Do you need a mining level to pick first? You know, I could always burn a diamond by add 500 durability to it as well. Given it's a trash pickaxe anyway that I have no need for once its purpose is lived. Might as well throw a diamond on it. Alright. More ceiling pickings. I'll do another 2 blocks here. I am just so excited about this playthrough. GTNH is great. Progress is so rewarding. I don't want to put the steel head on my current pick because then then I'd have to make another pick. Because we're not rushing the bricked blast furnace, so I won't have steel for repair. I'll have a hammer though. Well, yeah, I'll have a hammer, but I won't have the BBF yet. The whole point of this is not to rush BBF as quickly as possible. Oh, you're saying I'll have my new, like, bronze hammer instead. I see what you're saying. Yeah, but the problem with that is, like, I actually really prefer carrying around a pickaxe. I do have the hammer for mining, but I don't like having to shift mine. I accidentally, like, mined blocks in my base multiple times when I had the hammer. So I don't personally like to completely replace my pickaxe with a hammer. I still carry a pick around for normal stuff. And then I just pull the hammer out of my backpack when I actually do mining. Or terraforming. Can I not pour water and lava into the smeltery to get obsidian? I'm like 90% sure that's not a thing. But you never know. I don't know where the molten obsidian is. No, there's no alloying into obsidian. Anyway, so now we've got Digger's backpack. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. And boom, boom. All these up. Okay, and for now, I will just throw a couple more stacks into the smelteries here. Cool. Okay, so now we can run the compressor on 45. That shouldn't be in here. Come on. Gone forever. Cool. Love it. All right, anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's the 5 blocks. Yeah, Cassius, my plan is to put a diamond on the pick. And we have exactly 5 steel and 1 diamond, so that's perfect. So I'll go do that real quick. We'll get... I guess we need a piece of wood for the binding. Binding in a stick. And then we throw the steel. Steel doesn't alloy. I want to make sure we don't accidentally alloy. Obsidian, steel, and zinc. That's not what we want to alloy later. And it doesn't alloy with anything else. Okay, so I can throw the steel in there. And that will get us the steel pickaxe head. Yeah. To mine obsidian. And we'll need to go mine some number of obsidian. We'll look at that in a minute. For now, we're working on the forge hammer. Nope. Okay. And then I think we have iron screws and plates figured out, so I can do that. All right, welcome back, future YouTubians. We've got some more iron mined out. I went and mined basaltic mineral sand because we need the gypsum later for brick blast furnaces. So here we are. We're gonna try to make this anvil and succeed. And then we need another bronze hull, which we've got here. And I seem to be out of bronze. So we're gonna need to alloy smelt some more stuff. I might not have the steam right now for this macerator, so I'm gonna chill on that for a second. And let's grab some more tin. Down here. And we've got lots of copper here, so then we'll alloy smelter on 48 copper. 1610. I think it'll run out of steam, probably. But maybe it'll work. And I've got some wood planks that we made from the compressor that can make us our first barrels. Not the better barrels, but the like vanilla barrels. And the other thing we're doing right now is I just chunked a piece of steel into the smeltery here from the steel that we found randomly out in the world. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast a pickaxe head out of steel. And then we're gonna make a new steel pickaxe. Bloop. And then we can level it up. It needs 809 mining experience. Oh, wait. I need a paper handle to be able to put a diamond onto it before we level it up, don't I? Because it has no modifiers. I forgot about that. Like, I can't just... Wait, where did my diamond go? Oh, am I blind? No, mining XP is 809. 409 is the tool XP. Yeah, so we're gonna need a paper handle. But then doesn't that reduce durability? Where's the tool materials? Yeah, this is unfortunate. Or no, is it paper binding? Sorry, it might be paper binding. I think we can do that, right? Let's go try it. Yeah, block of gold is doable. I don't know if we have enough gold right now. Let's try this binding thing first. Because what we want is the tool forge here. Yeah, there we go. That gives it a free modifier. Okay, so then we can grab the diamond. Chuck that on there. And are we short? We're short by 9 durability. That feels like a bad joke. Can I make it a better handle? I guess we can make a bronze handle now, right? Tool rod, pattern, put that in there, grab a cobble, tool rod, cobble, make a stone tool rod, put that in here, tool rod, cast the brass, our last brass ingot for now. We can make more, easy. I've got lots of the, not aluminum, zinc. Zinc gravel ore, we've got plenty. Just got the gardener quest? What the heck is that about? Oh, I guess it has you making a full bronze mattock for some reason? Interesting. Sure, I'll take some free bronze. And a steam age loot bag, or stone age loot bag. Anyway, we then want bronze, which is already ready to go. Bronze is better than iron as a tool modifier, I think. Here's the tool materials. Bronze is 1.25 and iron is 1.2. Bronze is a better bet here. Oh, and it only takes half of an ingot. Okay, and then our new steel pick then can have a bronze tool rod. Boom, there we go, 875. So this steel pickaxe should be able to level up to the mining XP that it needs after 809 blocks. The question is, does it get 1 experience per block? Or not? It looks like it does. Yeah. Okay, and then that should leave me with enough durability to mine the obsidian that we need. And when we get obsidian blocks, then what we do with those is we throw them into... I I forget. What do we do with these? The macerator. Yeah, just the bronze macerator, which we already have. It makes obsidian dust, and then the obsidian dust makes the obsidianite dust. So I only need 4 obsidian. That's not very much at all. And then zinc dust we'll have to make probably a little painfully. So the zinc dust is going to come from probably grinding zinc ingots. So I'll probably have to make an ingot cast and melt down zinc gravel in the smeltery. Again, the reason for all this is the tool forge, which will allow us to make the bronze mining hammer. So we can kind of have mining hammers before we've made a brick blast furnace. It's a little bit of out of order. Oh, you can just macerate the zinc gravel. Oh. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so that's easy. I don't know why I didn't think to do that, but here we are. Anyway, that is the path we're on right now. So I'm gonna go pause the recording here, and we're gonna go mine a bunch of cobblestone. And I guess instead of mining cobblestone, we could make our mining useful. And go mine something like more iron or copper or tin. Or diamonds. Or gold. Let's actually go mine some gold. We don't have any gold yet. Yeah. Figured that would be a problem. 1 and 7. So you can do about half of a stack before it flips out. Best sound in GTNH. Yeah, for sure. Alright. Anyway, we'll turn that back on now. That should be enough for 1. Hopefully 1 smelting. And then what am I doing right now? Going to go mine some stuff. Tools ending up in your inventory is a new thing due to auto crafting. It's gonna happen a lot now. And yeah, we'll go mine some gold. Which is somewhere up here. Aha. Oh yeah, back in the day I couldn't mine red granite. Also, I gotta say, it's kind of fun, just like all the little creative pieces that are required to use exactly 5 steel. Because that's all we had. It is funny how I ended up with exactly 5. We used a couple pieces for some other things. If I'd had 4, I wouldn't have been able to do it. If I'd had 6, it would have been a lot simpler because I could have just repaired the dang thing. But with exactly 5, you're in this kind of odd spot. But using a diamond plus the paper handle to give you the modifier before you've ever used the thing, plus the bronze handle was all just enough. Okay, and magnetite is a secondary, between is the gold ore, and vanadium ore is the primary. Well, we don't care about vanadium at all, because vanadium sucks at this stage. But wait, why is magnetite? Was I looking at the wrong vein? I was looking at a vanadium vein, which only spawns in other dimensions. What we want to look at is a gold vein. There we go. Primary, secondary, magnetite, magnetite. So gold is the sporadic. Ah, that's right. That's why. I forgot. I knew gold was rare, but that's why gold is rare. I forgot about that. So we're just as likely to find gold anywhere. But I think we need to be one tile further down if we want to pick stuff out of the roof. Alright, where are we at? 109. Seems like everything's according to plan. This makes you so glad you found 10 obsidian in a chest somewhere. Yeah, you know, that's the way to go. If you can manage it. Where's the gold, though? Have we even found one gold yet? There's one. And we're gonna need a lot of gold for Tumbaga. The Tumbaga mix, we already looked at it, but I'm trying to remember what percentage gold it is. Isn't it like mostly gold? Yeah, 70% gold in a mixer. In this version, it's also 70%. Yeah. It's a two-stage process to make it exactly 70. So it's mostly gold. Tumbaga is gold with a tiny bit of copper in it. And for the Tumbaga frame, the steam grinder needs 1 Tumbaga frame box. Is that it? And the rest is just the output bus. Why can't I click on that? I guess I can click on the piece on the left. Okay, the steam input bus needs a couple Tumbaga. Steam hatch needs none. Steam output bus needs 2. So we need 4 Tumbaga for that. And what is that? 4, 8. We only need a 12 Tumbaga total. Yeah, Alor, if GTNH wasn't such a huge mod pack with all the complexity that it has for the automation challenges, I would find some more problems with the early skips. But the early skips that you can do, in the grand scheme of things, are basically nothing compared to the rest of GTNH. So it feels a little bit more balanced that there are some early skips that you can find. And early good, powerful gear and stuff like that. But I generally like to be sustainable too in games and like to be like, oh, well, if I can't make it myself, I don't really want to do it that way. Like one example of this, if you guys have played Medieval Dynasty, like you can buy the bags from merchants, but like making the bags yourself are a giant like technology check and like ability check, and like you have to have all these different things, and it's like such a big process to make your first bags that increase your carry weight. Or you could just sell random crap from the beginning of the game and go buy one in a town, and that just doesn't feel right to me. It's like that feels like that's like not fun. Now if they were absurdly expensive, then you could start to bring some balance into it, but they're not absurdly expensive. They're just kind of expensive, but even then it's still way easier to just do that than to make your own. So I didn't love that in Medieval Dynasty. Wow, gold is really rare in these veins. Do they tell you the spawn percentage or anything when you're looking at the vein stats? They don't tell you the ratios. I mean, I don't know about that, Carlos. If you don't have too much time to play, you shouldn't be playing GTNH. That's a different problem. Like, you can save a few hours doing something, you know, finding a roguelike dungeon that has the right items or whatever, but overall, these little time saves are very small amounts of time in the grand scheme of GTNH, so I really don't think they matter too much. Alright, I'm definitely going to cherry pick the extra gold that we see here. How much did we end up with, though? Only 7? Jeez. I mean, we'll get to double it, which helps a little bit. Wait, diamond? Diamond ore is a full... Yeah, it's the between layer. Oh, but you're just saying like the amount that spawn, like the density is still pretty low. Because yeah, sporadic is rough, but even then, it seems like the sporadic gold is way less dense than like the gypsum was in the vein we were just mining a minute ago. Gold and silver right next to each other. Should get an achievement for that. But all that to say, we did calculate it. We only need 12 gold for the multi-block steam macerator, so that's not too bad. Chemical bath with mercury's one route. Another route is glow flowers, and is it centrifuging them or something like that? Gets you what's it called? Glowstone dust, which can be turned into gold, and something else. That was pretty useful. That's the route I went for, just easy infinite gold plus the other thing. Was it Electrum or something else? All right, where are we at for experience? 476, we're getting there. Got an extra modifier. Can't really do anything with it. Crops without OC robots is torture? That's just not true. Crops are so easy to mass produce things that things like glow flowers or the what's it called? Bonsais are super easy with managers, crop managers. There was another one that I was starting to do a bunch of. Yeah, the breeding is a little painful, but even then, once you have Weed X, it's not too bad, because the crop manager can apply the Weed X, and you can kind of babysit and just check on things and find things. You don't need to get a perfect 22, 35, 0 or whatever. You can just use a few slightly leveled up ones pretty well. Gleonia? What is that? I've never heard of that. Oh, Thaumic. Screw Thaumcraft. Ugh. I'm gonna have to get over my hatred of Thaumcraft at some point. Hatred is probably the wrong word, but it effectively is kind of what I have. But it's more just like, everything with Thaumcraft feels annoying to me. I did a little bit of it in Ultimate Alchemy, didn't have tons of fun with it there, and I haven't really touched it in GTNH at all before, and so there's a lot of it is a fear of the unknown, or just like, I don't want to deal with learning all the things I have to learn. And another part of it is like, it doesn't work with normal mechanics. And so it's all these, same with Botania, it's like, there's all these finicky mechanics that you have to learn. You have to read their annoying little quest book. You can't just look at stuff in NEI. And it's just a pain in the butt to get anything going the way you want it to, and automating things, and you have to use these special pipes and these special things and these special depositors, and it's all these, like, it feels more like I'm playing Create than Gregtech when I'm dealing with those things. No hammer? No love for hammers? It's literally what we're working on. Which Thaumcraft is the one that's in GTNH? Is it TC4? Alright, we've got to be close now, right? 732. The other good news is we got a lot of iron from this. Yes, we do already have the steel pickaxe, but that's literally, we made it because we are needing to mine obsidian to get the tool forge in the first place. So that is right where we're at. And we're really close. What are we at? 777. All right, and now we're at 796. Wait, what is going on? Oh, it has reinforced 2. Oh, it has reinforced 2. You guys are all wrong. Here, I trusted Twitch chat. Nobody thought of this. No one in the comments said anything about this. Steel, as a material, when we use it for the pickaxe head, has reinforced on it already. Reinforced 2 on it already. So that means someone did call it out. I didn't see that comment. I saw a lot of comments, but I didn't see it. But yeah, that means that like the reinforced 2, I don't know what exact chance it has to prevent you from durability loss, but we probably still needed the diamond, to be honest. Looking at the numbers here, but I don't think we needed the bronze handle. Okay, future YouTubians, we are back. We've been mining this gold vein to try to get some gold for the Tumbaga we need for the multi-block steam grinder later. And, you know, we get magnetite, which is iron. The vanadium magnetite's kind of a waste, but here we go. Boom! +1 mining level on our steel pickaxe. So now we can mine obsidian. So what we're going to do is I'm going to head over to the lava lake that we found, and we're going to go mine some obsidian. From there, we're going to bring a bottle of water, or a bucket of water. And we only need 4 as far as I'm aware, but I'll probably mine more than that, so we've got some extras. And yeah, so I'm gonna pause the recording until we get over to the lava lake, and we'll be back. What was that? It was a weird, like, insta-sleep. I don't know what that was. What's up, Rodrigo? Where am I at? LV? No, we're still in the Steam Age. Very much in the Steam Age still. How's it going, Ubel? Tried to find obsidian tinker's parts in villages to make an obsidian head. Now that would work too. I definitely didn't properly explore all the villages that we found as we were exploring for stuff, so that could have been helpful. What version of Minecraft? I believe this runs, you just stay over there. Don't follow me. 1.7, if I'm remembering correctly. In my HoloLens, there we go. Digger's backpack, boom, 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 boom. Sort, boom. Uh-oh. Starting to run out of differently colored piles. Okay, so what am I doing now? We're grabbing just a bucket of water, I think. I'll take 2 just in case. I think that's it. And then we'll switch back to the bronze pickaxe for a moment. And then our lava pool is just up here, a little bit to the north. I actually don't want these replicating anymore. Stop it. Ubel, the tool XP versus mining XP is basically... The tool XP is what all the Tinker's tools have, and that allows you to get more modifiers added to things, and as the tool levels up at certain breakpoints, like at level 3 and 4 and maybe 7, you know, I'm just making stuff up, but like that, you get more modifiers that you can put on it. But then the, wait, where's the, here we go. But then the mining XP is specifically for pickaxes and hammers. Different resources have different required mining levels. And so it's weird, but like when you make a new pickaxe, it starts out 1 level lower than it will eventually be at. And you have to mine with it for a while and get the mining XP to maximum before it goes 1 level higher on the things that it can mine. And that's it. That's all there is to it. Once you've hit that level, there's no more to go. Okay. Now... yeah, that's what I thought. Maybe I should have brought some gravel. I don't know. I'll just make sure we put torches here as a reminder to not keep digging. Okay, so here we are. There's plenty of lava here to go around. And... what? Wow, that's gonna get us killed. Whatever's going on over here. Jeez, that was close. Oh man, this game is dangerous. Can it pull me through? Jeez. Okay, I think we're okay. And what is that thing over there? It's just all sorts of messes over here. They're gonna shoot stuff at me? Probably. Yep. Gonna come a little bit closer? Or are you just gonna be annoying over there? It's just gonna be annoying, isn't it? That's fun. Alright, let's make a wall. So we can have our privacy. Goodness. Okay, and then we should be able to mine obsidian. Okay, future YouTubians, we're back, and we had to run in with some mobs here, but I think we're okay. We got some new leather pants, I guess. A miniature red heart? Can be eaten to restore 10 hearts. Anyway, so we've made some obsidian here on the top of the lava, and then I made a little hole so we should be able to mine stuff here, and the water will rush in and turn the next one into obsidian. I think. Yeah. And so this is what we're gonna do for a little bit. It's not gonna be that interesting, but we're gonna get maybe 10 to 20 obsidian here. And then if all goes according to plan, this will be everything we need for the tool forge, which means we can make a bronze mining hammer and a bronze excavator, which will massively level up our terraforming game and our ability to collect ores quickly. And the quest is, we're not even working ahead of the quest book. The quest is, where is the quest for the tool forge? I guess we are slightly ahead. We're supposed to have 8 steel first. Shoot. That is just a retrieval task. And that's a retrieval task. So we should be okay working ahead on this. I guess it does want us to make the bricked blast furnace first, but we're kind of tier skipping that because to collect all the ingredients we need for the bricked blast furnace, which is a ton of gypsum and calcite and bricks, I want to have the hammer because that'll make those tasks easier. So we are sequence breaking a little bit here again. But you know, that's why we're in season 2 of GTNH. We're allowed to be clever like that. The other option that I would recommend to newer players who aren't trying to sequence break things would just be make one brick blast furnace, and then you can work on making the wall sharing versions after that. Because you only need, what was it, like 36 fire bricks? Or 32 fire bricks for a single one, and that's nowhere near as difficult to make by hand. I need 140 for the six tuple version, assuming I did the math right. All right. That is, oh, I don't know how much that is. That is some amount. I'll probably pause the YouTube recording here. I'll mine a little bit more. We've already got 10. So I'll resume when we get back to the base. But yeah, the BBF is gonna be 3x2. It's gonna be great. Ubel, you asked earlier how far does Tinker's tools go in this pack? Pretty much the whole game, as far as I'm aware. I don't know. You know, you don't need to use your own mining hammers at some point, but like, you can still make new mining hammers with the super advanced materials. Okay, I can't see up this way anymore. Here we go. You know what I might do? There's plenty of lava here. I'm not worried about running out of lava. What I might actually do is expand, and I think this will allow us to... First of all, let's kill this dude. Ooh, we got a fire charge? Could be useful. Anyway, the reason I wanted to do this was this way we can just come straight down. I even have some gravel here I can tower up with. I should really make some ladders. I've been so lazy. Okay, what are we doing here? Back up here. You guys are saying lots of weird words, so I'm just gonna ignore all of that. Whatever the heck the late game is, it's something and a half, I guess. Okay, so diggers, backpack, take out the gravel. Okay, and now this will be easier to get back to our lava lake here. Oh, it's a blood moon. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Well, will enemies spawn underground in a blood moon? Nothing spawned yet. Did I just explore? Seem to be okay. What's the... We have tin to the south. I could go mine some tin while we wait. How's it going, Summit Summit? Enjoy. Guess we can collect some deep slate here. Probably get ganked from a mob that spawns behind us. Yeah, no, I really should have a stack of ladders in my bag. I have no excuses. Ladders are... Or do they require iron? No, just string. So yeah, that's cheap. It's just cotton and wood. The problem is we're gonna struggle to find the tin vein in terms of the right Z level. We're probably too low. Ladder's kind of obsolete with piston boots? What? How is climbing like a 40 tile ladder obsolete because of piston boots? I'm not understanding that. You can only jump 2 tiles with piston boots. Oh, I'm mining with my steel hammer like a dummy. You know what I probably should be doing is just collecting more obsidian. And just hope to not die to something random that spawns. What time is it? What's the... (10:30 p.m. only? Yeah, I mean, if you're like building at your house or something, you can use the like forge micro blocks to make like a super steep stairway type situation, which is cool. But I'm just talking like a ladder you would set up randomly like out here in the world, you know, to climb up 20 blocks or something, which is a lot easier to set up a 20 block ladder than like making some construction that you can jump up with piston boots. Oh, that's even worse. Then you have to zigzag all the way up. I'm trying to remember. I mean, I think I did a version of that once I have the jetpack. Cause then it feels like you can actually go pretty far. Alright. Is the blood moon over yet? This is so annoying. I mean, how many days are we in? Day 161. I think this is my second blood moon. I guess it's not that bad. We did have our first one on day 14 though. That was hilarious. Watch the water run out in this last corner. I'm scared. Yep, I kinda knew it. Kinda called that. Nice. Okay, let me regather this water and put it more in a central location. Like that. And then... Oh, I just got a butt dial from my nephew. Well, from my sister, whose nephew apparently dialed me. Okay, yeah, ESM is the savior for annoying sounds. Is this blood moon over yet? This was annoying timing. 3 a.m., not quite. I might turn blood moons off. I just don't find it adds anything to the pack for me. And can they even happen in other dimensions? Or is it just a overworld thing? You think it's just overworld? Alright, it's 4:23 a.m. We're almost there. On the plus side, this has forced us to have way more obsidian than we intended to, so it'll be a while before we run out. Am I going to utilize nether travel? Probably not. I mean, there's not a lot of times where you need to go long distances in the overworld in the first place, so I can't really imagine that being useful for any particular reason. Okay. I think it's time to start working our way back up towards the surface. It's officially daytime. Hopefully this is enough cobble to make it. How's it going, Tech Eagle? GTNH goes well. We are just about to make our tool forge, which is very exciting. Oh, come on. We were short just a few cobblestone last time, too. That's so annoying. Actually, I'll extract dirt. Or just gravel. Whatever. This is a mess. Just needed like 5 or 6 more. Okay, back home we go. And why not eat 5 apples on our way home? And yeah, we should have everything we need for the tool forge now, I think. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to be done streaming soon, so I'm not quite sure if we'll get the actual tool forge done. Might be the beginning of next stream where that happens. Okay, so welcome back, future YouTubians. We had a blood moon, so it took us a while underground, and I just got more obsidian during that time. So now we've got 35 obsidian, and we're gonna need 4 obsidian dust, so we just chuck 2 obsidian into a steam macerator, easy peasy, and then we take our 4 steel, and we chuck that into the macerator, easy peasy. I'll just put it in the hopper. And our goal here is to get the, and we also need zinc dust, so I'm gonna have to take zinc, gravel in the macerator. I think I need exactly 5, we'll see. And the whole goal is to make this stuff called obsidianite. I mean, let's just look at the quest. So the quest, we need these obsidianite large plates. And each of those, we need 8 molten obsidianite ingots, basically, and that comes from melting down obsidianite dust. What you do not do this recipe. This is like 4 times less efficient to do it that way. You're much better off making the obsidianite dust directly, and then you can throw that in the smelter, this stuff. So we need 10 zinc dust, 4 steel dust, 4 obsidian dust. And that should do it. So there's the 4 and 4, and then we just need 10 zinc dust. Hey, Desarpy, thanks so much for the sub. Very much appreciated. And yeah, so then we get those 2 large plates, and then we need 4 blocks of iron and a seared stone slab, which needs a seared stone, which is just stone in a casting basin. Wait, no. It's seared stone. Yeah, we can just throw some stone in a casting basin, I think. I don't know how much, I'll do 5. So we'll get the seared stone going. We've already got the casting basin over here. And then we cut that in half with a saw. And then what else do we need for the tool forge? The tool station, which is the slab version. So I actually do need a pattern. And then we gotta make one of those. Also needs flint, which I have. So I should be able to go Shift A and then maybe Shift C. We don't have the crafting table. I can make that myself. Oh, we don't have a hammer? We don't have a soft hammer. Ah. See. Okay. There we go. So then that's done. Tool station, we use the saw to cut it down to half size. Boom. And then that part's done. And then we need the 4 blocks of aluminum, or iron, I mean. So that's going to be in the compressor. We need 36 iron. Ah, we've got iron somewhere. There's a bunch. So the compressor gets 32, and then 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah. Put those gardens away. Random loot away. Obsidian can go up there. All right, so that should be done on the zinc ore side of things, except to turn it into dust, we're gonna have to use the hammer plus cauldron situation. And then there's 3 blocks of iron. Let's munch on some food. We're gonna get the tool forge. And done. Perfect. Okay, and now we need to take our crushed zinc ore, crush it further. And then we need to take that and throw it into a cauldron. But with water in it. We can take a zinc gravel bath. Okay, so there's our zinc ore, which got put into our miner's backpack, I think. Zinc dust, yep. Okay, this should be all we need for the obsidianite dust. Bloop. Bloop. Is this shaped crafting? Does the order matter here? No. Boom, obsidianite. Done and dusted. And then that stuff gets smelted down into obsidianite, which will alloy with cobalt. Don't let it alloy with cobalt on accident. I don't know how we would have molten cobalt in here, but just in case. Boom, so that'll melt down. And then we need the large plate thingy. Stencil. And so we need the large plate, and then we need the cobble. Do I need the full 8 cobble for this? Yeah, you do. Put that back, put that back. And then we're gonna need brass for this. So, remind me what brass is. Is it copper and zinc gravel? I've completely forgotten. Wait, it's not aluminum brass, it's just normal brass. Where's the... Weird. It's just zinc and copper, okay. So 2 zinc and 6 copper. I forget if I need ingots or if the ore works, so I'm just gonna take copper ingots to make my life simpler. No forge hammer yet? No, that's like the next one we were gonna make. Wait, didn't I make the, wait, did I make the forge hammer? I made the anvil. I guess we just never finished the forge hammer part. Okay, wait, what am I doing? That goes there. Boom, boom. Melt that together. That'll give me the brass. The obsidianite's almost done. And then we'll cast the 2 obsidianite large plates. Sweet. And then we have the 4 aluminum, we have the hammer, we have the tool station, and then we need the seared stone. I did not put enough stone in here. I need a lot more. I think we can just do cobble though, right? Yeah. It's only 18 millibuckets a piece. So I'm just gonna fill that bad boy up. Because that takes a minute. We've still not even used... Wait, what the heck? Do you guys see this? Amount 2125 out of 4,000, but it's also saying 4,000 out of 4,000. What is going on there with our HoloLens versus... It's really confusing. I took 1 stone back. Yeah, because of scrolling. That is annoying. Okay, anyway. What am I doing? Brass. Brass is ready to go. Cha-chong! And then that is, I guess, what we just want to stay in there. And now we obsnite. Yes! The tool forge approacheth. And then that solidifies. Thank you very much. Do it again. Hopefully this is enough stone. Maybe we'll fill the rest of it just in case. But there we go. And then 1 seared stone needs 360, which is 20 blocks. So I don't actually know if we had enough here. Seared stone. It's gonna be hilarious when I'm 18 short because I took that one back. Come on, baby. One block, 54. I guess it thinks we have enough. And that takes a moment to solidify. And that's gonna be it. We're gonna get ourselves a tool forge here. Plop. Guess we'll sleep. So monsters don't spawn. And then we put it all together. This gets cut in half. And now tool forge. Boom, baby. Now the quest will come when we do that quest, because then we'll finish both of these. We won't finish this one. I'll need to make a separate obsidianite for the ingot. That's really annoying that it requires you to make an ingot. I guess you can use obsidianite as your tool material, so maybe that's what they're wanting you to do. Maybe. But yeah, because the base durability is pretty decent and the mining level is 1 higher than steel. So that's an option. I forget what, I'm almost 90% sure I never did obsidianite for my material for the pickaxe. I think I used some other thing. I think it was cobalt or something that I upgraded into. But yeah, here's the tool forge, and you can see, voila, we have the lumber axe, we have the excavator, and we have the mining hammer. We also have the cleaver, which gives you a higher chance to get heads off of enemies, or it just has looting. I'm not sure which of the two. It could be both. But we can also make crossbow. Which, could we make crossbows before? No, we couldn't make crossbows before either. So now we have all sorts of things. And the mining hammer is obviously where we're gonna go. And we'll make the excavator as well. We don't need that as often. And then I'll make the crossbow. So those are kind of our next goals for the next episode. I'm pretty excited about this. It's gonna be so handy to have. Can't even wait. But we're not quite there yet, and I'm gonna need some more lava for our smeltery. I'm still confused by what's happening here. Why is it saying I have 4,000 millibuckets in Wyla when I don't? It shows 2 different things at the top. If anyone knows what's up with that, let me know. That's just a bug of some sort. Anyway, for those of you from future YouTube, as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. No, the Factorio outro was still set up for my stream this last weekend. That's funny. I'll fix it real quick. Oh well. Okay, as far as what we do now, I think I don't know. Let me get rid of this dispenser. Where did I get that? Did that drop as loot? I think that dropped as loot. But yeah, unfortunately, I do have to head out. But I will take a nice picture of this fancy tool forge. And all of our fancy new machines for the thumbnail. Oops. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be streaming more tomorrow. So we'll finally have our mining hammer good times tomorrow, and I think we'll probably get the blast furnaces tomorrow. Given that we've already got the hammer pretty much ready to go, I think we'll be able to get the BBFs. We'll do a lot of mining, that's for sure. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good night, all. See you later, Carlos. Good night, Aylor. See you, Tech Eagle. Adios, CK. Night, Dogman.